red, blue, green, orange, black, white, purple, pink, and violet.
Hello, and welcome to the Built Environment and Health channel. In this episode, there are thematic subcomponents that one must grasp to appreciate how we missed or lost the chance to host and own hospitality. Stay with me as we go through these thematic phases of how we missed or lost the opportunity to host and own hospitality.
Good day, everyone. I want us to start with a quick mental exercise. Ready? Here we go. In 2 seconds each, I want you to imagine the following as I list them: 1. A school. 2. A church. 3. A bank. 4. A prison. 5. A stadium. 6. Park for recreation. 7. A restaurant. 8. A cemetery. And 9. A cinema. Great. For the next task, I want you to imagine these 9 colors. Ready? Let's go again. Red, blue, green, orange, black, white, purple, pink, and violet. For the final task, I want you to imagine the structivox. Don't worry if you couldn't imagine the structivox, because I just made it up. It doesn't exist. But it is important for our discussion today on our ability to imagine, our ability to create, and our ability to restore. Fascinating, isn't it? We all managed to conjure something up for the task. Right or wrong, we have to move on. Well done, everyone. But this is the essence of the task we just undertook, because we have to reflect briefly and ask, how did you know red to be red, blue to be blue, pink to be pink, orange, orange, violet, same, white, black? The colors are there. We see them day in, day out. But how did we accept to call them black or white? Because they have no labels on them. They are just colors we see. Oh, yeah, I remember where it started. When we were young and knew nothing, when we could not debate, when we could not imagine, ask intellectual questions, even question simple things, we were told black was black and white was white. So we had to accept white as white because it was necessary for the advancement of our interactions in society. But what if black could speak, and white could also speak, and pink could speak, and purple could speak, and blue and green and red, and all these colors could speak and tell you, my name is not red, I am not called black, I am not called green, I have a name you never asked. Maybe we could rethink and see reason to listen to purple, pink, white speak out better, because now there is the cause for understanding and reasoning. So, yes, you were taught these as part of your early education, and you are made to accept, agree, and validate that each time you saw these light spectra, you were supposed to associate a particular name with it. So, you agree to call blue blue when you see that light spectrum. But what about the buildings? Your ability to imagine a church, a school, a stadium, a bank, all depended on your exposure. Yeah, your exposure, your interactions in the environment you have been exposed to. So your memories, your environment you've grown up, interacted with. You saw a particular type of bank. You saw a particular type of school. You saw a particular type of stadium. For example, in rural Africa, a school would have great disparity in the looks compared to one in urban Africa. And likewise, even Europe, the schools in Europe would compare vastly different to those in most parts of Africa. Vastly different. I can't fault you wherever you find yourself in the world engaged in this interaction. because the schools you imagined were dependent on what? The exposure you had growing up. And for the structivox, I presume you filled the gaps with your own mental imaginations. Now, what if you could not imagine something because it doesn't exist? Or, even if it did exist, it has become extinct, or you just have never been exposed to it. What if it's an extinct idea, but one worth restoring? To visit and revisit a historical concept, a missed opportunity that once defined care, comfort, and shelter. What if it did exist and we have a chance to review that space that we think did not exist because we're just not exposed to? Only because it has a certain restorative power or ability that we lack.
Humans have an ability called restorative imagination. I define this as an innate potential awakened only when the right information provided leads to its unlocking. That is to say, within every person is the ability to imagine and to restore and to do, yes, restorative imagination of any space as information leads them to be having a health promoting feature, therefore to keep, or to be lacking a health promoting feature, therefore to change or alter positively. Yes, we all have that ability to restore through imagination.
If we come to understand restorative imagination, then we could restore from our imaginations new buildings that we now understand why they were put in place the way they were. Yes, the ancient wisdom behind their creation. We could then restore the affirmative thought. The affirmative thought, as applied to the built environment, refers to construction, which considers the people, the planet, and profits. Affirmative thought, with regards to the planet, refers to the right natural resource exploitation, environmental impact considerations, and their right preservation. And profits implies how the action foster right profits. Not all profits are right. That is monetary profits as well as holistic profits in reference to health and even more for all. We could restore the true purpose of a prison, a classroom, a bedroom, a hospital, and on. I ask, if you had an opportunity to create, to restore by imagination, what built environment have you identified that you wish you could change? What would be your consideration as you wish to change it? What would you want to introduce? What would you want to take out? Let me have your thoughts and comments.